Okay, hello everybody. Well, this week we get the film that has been highly criticized. Has, basically been just thrown away by everybody. People are basically just writing this thing off as garbage and not really caring about it. We get the Ghostbusters remake. That's right. This time around, we don't have 4 male Ghostbusters, we got 4 female Ghostbusters. We got Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, and Kate McKinnon. Chris Hemsworth is now the receptionist. Okay, now, I'm going to tell you this. I was not excited for this movie. I was not excited at all for this movie, to be honest with you. Not for the fact that there's 4 females as the lead role. People are pissed off about that. Why? It's just stupid. I could care less if it was 4 men, 4 women, 4 dogs, 4 cats, 4 freaking cars. I don't care, dude. I really could care less about any of that. I was not excited for this movie because, quite frankly, the trailers that have been shown have been god-awful. They've been unfunny. The CGI has looked like crap. It just looked like a really boring movie that it looked like a blatant cash grab, It looked like Hollywood was really, really running out of their ideas, so they were like, hey, how can we get some people in the theater? Oh, we'll just, remake one of the most beloved movies of all time. But this time we'll do it with females. Wow, that's going to get some people in the theater, right? Now look, I expected this movie to be just terrible. Honestly, I expected to walk in the theater, sit down, and really hate my life for about 2 hours. I really expected it to suck. I walked out of Ghostbusters thinking to myself, you know what? That was a pretty average movie. Look, it's not a great movie by any means, but it's definitely not a terrible movie. It doesn't suck. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the worst remake I've ever seen. It's not the worst one of the summer or anything like that. It's a fine movie. It really is. It's not terrible. It doesn't deserve all the hate that it's gotten. I looked at IMDb earlier, and the user score for this movie was a 4 out of 10. Like, that's just people being stupid and hating on it for the fact that there's 4 females. Come on. It's not a 4 out of 10 movie by any means. It doesn't suck. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not great. It's pretty much in the middle. It's average. It's meh. It's okay. Honestly, there is enjoyment in this movie. There is some laughs to be had. The story is entertaining for the most part. It's just pretty average. Look, let's start with acting. I thought all 4 women did fantastic. I thought they were great. The only one I will say that I wasn't really that into, and it wasn't her performance, it was her character, is Kate McKinnon. I don't know. Kate McKinnon just didn't do it for me in this movie. I know she's been getting praises as, the best one, but I didn't think she was the best one. To be honest with you, I thought Kristen Wiig was the best one. I thought she was fantastic. I thought she really, really brought it. I thought Melissa McCarthy was also great. And hell, I thought Leslie Jones was awesome too, which from the trailer I expected her to be one note throughout the whole freaking movie, but nah, she was much more than that. She was actually very good, very entertaining to watch. Chris Hemsworth too, believe it or not, I thought he was great. The only thing with Chris Hemsworth's character is he plays the idiot. He plays a dumb dude that doesn't know how to do anything and, just does stupid shit the whole movie. And they keep beating that joke that he's stupid over and over and over. They just keep coming at you with, remember Chris Hemsworth? Yeah, he's an idiot in this movie, which got kind of annoying. And it was like, really? Okay, just stop. Just stop. Again, it wasn't Chris Hemsworth's performance. It was his character. And when he's first introduced, he brings some of the best laughs, to be quite honest with you. He was very funny when he first gets introduced into the movie. After that, though, it just becomes the same joke over and over and over. But for the most part, well, actually, not for the most part, for the whole part, the acting is great. I thought the acting was perfect. The story, like I said, it was good enough for the most part. I will say the ending of this movie is pretty predictable and pretty set up. You know exactly what's going to happen at the end of this movie. You just do. Again, it's a remake, but this isn't just necessarily it's not the same exact movie necessarily, but it's very predictable, and the ending is just kind of bleh. It's kind of like, it happens, and you're like, that wasn't very entertaining, actually. That was kind of lame. That was kind of just, okay. But for the most part, I wasn't interested the whole 2-hour runtime that we were going here. Just until, the last about 20 minutes of the movie, it gets kind of But throughout the whole thing, I was enjoying my time. What else can I talk about? The CGI. The CGI, which I thought was going to look terrible, actually looked great. Well, CGI, computer, whatever it is, the graphics, they look great. Actually, I was very surprised at how they looked. I thought the ghosts actually, yeah, they looked cool. I really did. I dug it. I really thought they were going to look terrible, but they didn't. They didn't. I'm surprised. The writing is a little, it's a little lazy at times. At times it is funny and the jokes really land. At other times the jokes are just bland. They don't hit at all. And that's the other thing. The humor in this film, it's, it's okay. It's fine humor. It's good chuckle-worthy humor. It's good smiling humor. But you're never, ever going to get a belly laugh in this film. There's never that one joke or that one thing that happens that makes you just laugh. It's just a lot of chuckles and a lot of smiling throughout the whole movie. There's a couple of parts where you're like, that was good, but there's never that, crying tears type of laughing, which I really wanted from this movie. I thought it would bring that, but look, overall, I will say this. Ghostbusters 2016. It was fine. It was okay. It doesn't deserve all the hate it's getting. It's definitely not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the best movie I've ever seen, but it was fine. It's something that if you go to the theater and watch it, you'll get enjoyment out of it. I know you will. You won't hate the freaking movie. You might be a little underwhelmed by the movie, but you're not going to hate this movie by any means. It's fine. It's okay. The performances are good. The storyline is good for the most part, other than the ending's a little blah. The CGI was good. The writing at times is good, at other times isn't, and the humor, same thing. Times it's good, at other times it's not. But for the most part, I did enjoy Ghostbusters. It's something that, if you want to go to the theater to see it, go ahead. If you don't, there's no problem with that. If you skip seeing this movie, it's not like you're missing a classic by any means. This isn't going to go down as a classic comedy. It's not going to go down as Hollywood's best remake. And it's not going to be the Ghostbusters for the new generation, I don't think. Watch the original, seriously. But, overall, I'm going to give Ghostbusters, I'm surprised I'm going to give it this. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. I didn't hate it, didn't love it, but it was alright. So, 3.5 out of 5 for Ghostbusters. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if you want to check it out, and you want to go to the theater this weekend and check it out, go ahead. It's not a waste of money. It's not a terrible movie. But, again, if you skip it, you're not missing, the best movie this summer by any means. So, there you go. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.